The model of centralized cloud-only intelligence is fracturing. Enterprise users are demanding strict data sovereignty over their AI workflows. Pushing proprietary schematics, sensitive medical records, or secure code-base audits through external APIs creates immediate supply chain vulnerabilities and severe compliance liabilities. Google DeepMind's Gemma 4 family offers a local alternative. It brings frontier-level reasoning to offline environments, removing the need to transmit data outside the firewall. This deployment is backed by an Apache 2.0 license, granting engineers complete commercial freedom, raw access to the model weights, and execution without arbitrary usage caps. Downloading the weights is the trivial part. Serving a massive context model locally requires precise alignment between the software architecture and the physical limitations of your silicon. Local AI sovereignty is an engineering problem. Success relies on calculating VRAM requirements, selecting the correct quantization method, and designing optimal deployment architecture. Every parameter in a neural network requires physical memory space and active compute cycles. This creates a rigid ratio between a model size and its inference latency. Gemma 4's edge models, the E2B and E4B, bypass this traditional constraint by using per-layer embeddings. By feeding a secondary embedding signal into every decoder layer, they minimize their active parameter footprint, preserving both memory and battery life. For heavy-duty server inference, the architecture relies on the 26B mixture of experts model. This model contains 26 billion total parameters, all loaded into your local memory bank. However, during a forward pass, a dynamic routing mechanism evaluates the prompt and activates a specific pathway of only 4 billion parameters. The rest of the network remains dormant. This targeted activation decouples VRAM storage constraints from compute latency, allowing consumer hardware to calculate server-grade reasoning speeds. Running raw, unquantized bfloat16 models locally is impractical for standard development. The 31B dense model requires a massive 80GB NVIDIA H100 GPU to run natively. To force these large architectures onto accessible silicon, engineers use quantization. This compresses the model by mathematically reducing the precision of the network's weights. This chart plots physical memory consumption across the 16-bit, 8-bit, 5-bit, and 4-bit precision tiers. The current community standard is Q4KM, a 4-bit Kalman quantization protocol. It shrinks the memory footprint by roughly 60% while minimizing accuracy loss. Under this exact quantization, the E4B variant requires 5 GB of VRAM. The 26B mixture of experts requires 18 GB, and the 31B dense model requires 20 GB. The model weights alone do not represent the total memory cost. System architects must follow the 1.5x rule, provisioning hardware with 50% more memory than the model footprint to allow overhead for context window ingestion. Ignoring this buffer results in immediate out-of-memory errors, instantly crashing the server. Quantization sets the physical limits of the deployment. It determines exactly which parameters will fit on the motherboard. Once the weights are compressed to fit, execution speed becomes entirely dependent on the physical topology of the hardware processing the math. Dedicated GPU hardware is defined by physical isolation. The processing cores sit directly alongside high-speed video RAM, specifically engineered for massive parallel calculation. NVIDIA platforms prioritize raw throughput. Utilizing advanced CUDA optimization, an RTX 4090 can push the 26B MOE at 15 to 25 tokens per second. Apple Silicon uses a unified memory architecture. Instead of transferring data across a narrow PCIe lane, CPU and GPU access the same memory pool simultaneously. This allows a massive 31B dense model to run entirely in system RAM, eliminating the need for expensive VRAM cards. The cost of that throughput is thermal. A sustained run on an RTX 4090 will draw up to 450 watts, while the M3 Max peaks around 90 watts. The choice of silicon requires calculating a strict trade-off, maximizing peak token generation versus managing the thermal output and power costs of a localized server. The final layer in the stack is the serving infrastructure, bridging the physical hardware calculations with application logic. Tools like LLaMA automate the deployment of quantized weights, creating a streamlined pathway for local prototyping and testing. For production environments, engineers rely on VLLM. This framework turns local hardware into a high-throughput, OpenAI-compatible API, allowing precise control over memory utilization limits. Manual configuration at this layer is required to enable Gemma 4's internal chain-of-thought routing. Injecting the think token into the system prompt, or setting the thinking level to high, instructs the model to calculate and evaluate deep algorithmic paths before generating a response. The execution layer links the compressed weights and the hardware topology, turning static mathematical models into active engineering tools. Deploying Gemma 4 requires planning the architecture in reverse, identifying the exact use case first to define the hardware and quantization variables. This deployment matrix maps required performance tiers against hardware budgets. In the lower left, the E4B variant handles edge computation and IoT workflows, requiring only entry-level, low-power devices like a standard Mac Mini. Moving up, the 26B mixture of experts is tuned for prosumer development environments, requiring mid-range workstations with at least 16 gigabytes of dedicated VRAM. In the upper right, the 31B dense model serves heavy enterprise backend nodes, requiring dual RTX 4090 setups or scaled H100 cloud infrastructure. Apache 2.0 open weights have made frontier-level capabilities accessible to anyone. A system architect's competitive advantage now relies on their ability to master the physical and mathematical constraints of the local deployment stack.